Welcome back. Just to explain to Judd Trump fans tuning in, we did trail his match, but at the very last minute it was switched to this one, Barry Hawkins against James Wattana, so that's what we're watching. Hawkins leading 1-0. Ooh. Well, that could have finished a lot worse, couldn't it? He's got away with that, he knows it. James Wattana, one of the great figures in snooker, I think, because he pretty much single-handedly was responsible for the Thai snooker boom. We talk about China now, but in the 90s, early 90s, it was Thailand, and it's because of this man. Twice won his home ranking title.
Played him a few times as well, actually, David, on the tour, and he's a sort of guy who was very difficult to pick. You know what I mean? He's got such a good temperament, very placid. You know, there was no features, no emotion from him. You're looking to try and get under the skin of your opponent, but it was very difficult with James. He had a great temperament, still has.
Yes, he was once as high as third in the world. And in the early 90s, very much one of the best players in the world. Won 3 ranking titles. Of course, Hawkins now himself is in the top 10. And there's no doubt as Wattana started to decline, which he did in the kind of mid-90s, late 90s, the interest did tail off a little in Thailand. They don't have ranking events now, but the 6 Reds is popular here. So it's good to have a tournament back in Thailand.
Well, that's the view that Hawkeye has got. There's not much on there, really, for Barry. It was a good safety shot from James. Oof, that was close. Well, he hasn't covered it. The only bonus is we watched the replay. He's left it slightly awkward near the brown. But that wasn't far away. I think it'll be going in this time, though. Just enough room to get the cue in there.
One.
Well, it could have been better, but he's okay. He has a shot on the pink. Won his first 2 matches here, James. Both of them have done the same actually in this group, so expect these 2 players to come through their group.
7.
Well, there'll be disappointment if he does, if James Wattana doesn't, with the local supporters.
8.
At the 1992 British Open, he made only the 4th televised maximum. We've now had a total of 98, not all televised, but on the official list. He's made 3 in his career. Can't make one here. Highest possible break 75, although I suppose with a free ball 83. So Hawkins impressive in the first frame, but in his seat in the second. We don't see much of Wattana on TV these days. It's good to see him out there again. Maybe this will inspire him a little more than the qualifying setup does.
22.
Played that one nicely. Just got the problem with the final red on the left-hand side because with red and blue, he'll still need that final red.
28.
But that's perfect. He can just drop this blue in, get in behind this red. Well, good response from James here then in this second frame, and Barry a little bit unlucky because that attempted pot was not that far away. So this final red now is frame ball.
33.
And if this goes in, well, I don't think we'll see Barry come back to the table. I think he might concede this one, get on with the next one. Well played. I like this format with the 6 reds, David. It's not like the slow burn with the 15 reds, is it? You know, it's pretty quick fire.
Yes, and every sport has various formats and shortened formats, and it's only one tournament a year, so it doesn't do any harm, certainly. Well, he's missed that one, so 2 snookers.
Ratchapol,
Hawkins is going to play on.
I suppose just giving himself a little bit of time and get used to the conditions. First time on this this match table for these two snookers. Well, they can be got. But if this yellow goes in, I think this frame is over.
Ah, it's a nice pot.
2.
It's still there, David. You never lose the talent, do you?
Yeah, and like I say, I think he'll be relishing being back out there on TV, particularly, of course, in his native country.
It's nicely played.
5.
Wow, what about that one? Great shot.
Nine.
As I just mentioned, both players on 2 wins in this group, so whoever wins this one is virtually through anyway to the latter stages. And this could be a little
14.
banana skin here for Barry Hawkins, which obviously now is the high-ranked player. But this is good play here from James.
20.
Yes, he's played a really good frame. And what a nice little clearance this has been as well.
27.
James Wattana, Thailand's greatest ever snooker player, has got himself on the scoreboard. Barry Hawkins 1, James Wattana 1.